Okay, students, I'm going to start electrochemistry division only. In this session, I'm going to complete what are the important points are in electrochemistry, what area we are going to study, and I'm going to discuss on. Okay, I hope my voice is clear.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's start our discussion. Before I'm going to start my classes, anybody have idea? One second. Can anybody have idea what is mean by electrochemistry? What do you mean by electrochemistry? Any idea is there? What is electrochemistry? What you are going to study in the electrochemistry? Anyone? No idea.
We will
Actually,
study about
tell me anyone. You see, students, electrochemistry is a branch of science which deals about the spontaneous redox reactions only. What is going here? Electrochemistry focusing about the how electricity is produced by the chemical reaction, how chemical reaction they can able to produce electricity. It means some chemical reaction they can able to produce electricity, like batteries are there, no? Battery, since some chemical is there, when it starts working, it produces electricity. We can use electricity. Sometimes what happens is rechargeable batteries. So we are passing electricity, reverse reaction happen to store the energy. So what happens they inevitably in our daily life, we are come across to the many gadgets, many devices. They'll work based on the electricity. ACs, TV, fridge, mobile also, internet, whatever may be, everything based on their energy. So in this chapter, I'm going to focus about the how electricity can able to produce. Simple one point I will say, suppose I will say some simple point is there now. When I take wood, I want when you burn the wood, after burning up the wood will starts burning after giving the heat on. It means it requires some initiation. Suppose you will see some chemical reaction without heating anything, they will start chemical reaction themselves. So what you mean but some chemical reaction occurs spontaneously. Spontaneously, they can able to produce electricity. Some chemical reactions are non-spontaneous. After passing electricity, the chemical reactions happen. In this electrochemistry, I'm going to focus about the what is electrochemistry, what are the importance of the terminology in electrochemistry. I'm going to discuss on. Let's start a bit idea about the what is electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is the branch of science which deals about the interconversion of the chemical energy to electrical energy. It means some chemical reaction, chemical energies can be converted into electrical energy also can be converted into the chemical energy. The simple one thing you remember is I'm just taken the one cell I have taken in this one. This is my cell. I taken one solution I have taken. Here I place two electrodes I place here. Two electrodes I place here. When I connect with one battery, before the connection of the battery, it will not work. When you connect with the battery, you can able to see some kind of chemical changes happen inside the cell. It means what happened there? By using of electricity only, some chemical reactions are happen. This is called as a electrolytic cell. What is some chemical reaction? You can see the battery. If you take a battery, it's containing positive terminals. Inside some chemicals, chemicals are there. They will start reacting. They can able to produce electricity. It means in this case, both what happened there? Some cases electricity is producing. Some cases electricity is utilizing. So electrochemistry branch of science deals about the spontaneous chemical changes. By using up the chemical energy also, by producing some electricity also. Okay, this happen. Let's see the important thing is that here when you see the electrochemistry, first you have to study about the electrochemical cell. That's a device which can able to produce the electricity. Okay, no, that is the electrochemical cell only. Nothing but batteries are there. You can see one small point I will say, generators are there now. They can use the diesel and petrol, they can start produce electricity. Batteries are they can produce electricity. But remember, is that what is the inside the things, how they're constructed, we don't know. We are going to study about the electrochemistry, but we're going to study about the what are the main points are in the electrochemical cell. You can see very clearly it is device which produce electricity. But electrochemical cell, but you can say generator like the generator only. A device which can able to produce electricity by the spontaneous redox reaction, like a batteries. So what happened there? These which the devices which can able to produce electricity. You can also some other names is galvanic cell you can call, voltaic cell you can call as a electrochemical cell. Galvanic cell also you can call, like voltaic cell also you can call. You can also call as a electrochemical cell. You see what happened there here, consider in the electrochemical cell, two things will be there. One is called anode. What is anode? Anode stands for positive charge electrode. It remember anode, but remember na? Anode means negative charge electrode. Sorry. Anode means negative charge electrode. You have to remember anion. Cathode means positive charge electrode. You have to remember the cation. Cation. You have to remember the cation. Cation means positive charge. Anion means negative charge. So what happened there? Remember is this one is you remember. So what happened there? Electrons are moved from the anode to cathode. Electrons move from the anode to cathode. So let's see the one more example. Let's see here the construction of electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell, what are the things are there now? Remember now, an electrochemical cell containing of two half cells. Your two hands are there now, two half cells. One is called oxidation half, one is in hand, oxidation happen. Remember this one, oxidation means losing of electron. Reduction means gaining of electron. So what when they in one cell you can able to see oxidation happen, in some other cell you can able to see the reduction happen. Each cell consists of the electron electrolyte cell. You can see here I'm just taking one cell. This is my one cell. This cell consisting of what? This you take this cell is there. It's consisting of the one electrode will be there. Okay, this one electrode is there. This is one my electrode. And here what happened there? Solution will be there. Solution will be there. Both are same. But you see here in this electron oxidation is happen. That is called as a here anode. Anodic half cell. Suppose reduction happen, you can call as a cathodic half cell only. So what happened there? Each half cell consists of an aqueous solution of an electrolyte. Okay, na? What happened there? Here metallic rod will be the aqueous solution. Next one you can see the okay, na? Wiring of electrodes is there. So you just consider the just take one more cell. I'm taking one more cell is there, no? This one more cell out. Here also what happened there? Here also you can able to see nothing but some electrolyte is there. It's also containing of the one electrodes are there. What happens? These two half cells are there. When I connect with the external circuit, it become to the complete cell. Then what happened here? In this case, here oxidation happen. Electrons are produced. The electrons are moved from the anode to cathode. We know very well electrons always move from the high electrode potential to low electrode potential. So what happens? This is the external circuit. Internal circuit you can complete by using of the salt bridge. By using of salt bridge, I can able to complete the inner circuit. So when they from outer circuit only electrons can move. From the inner circuit, what happened there? Here ions they can move only. Ions they can move only. But let's see one more one is there here. What happened there? Let's see one more small point. Remember is there here. Then wire is there, but electrode is there. External circuit is there carries the electron. And what happened there? Electrons flow from the anode to cathode. That's but a negative terminal to positive terminal. Electrons move from the negative terminal to positive terminal. This happens. Okay, let's see the more details. You can see the salt bridge is there. Salt bridge, you know very well. No, salt bridge is but here the one electrical neutrality can be maintained by using of salt bridge. Electrical neutrality can be maintained by using of the salt bridge only. Let's see, students, remember is here two half cell is one is called anodic half cell, one is called cathodic half cell. In this what happened there, the slowly zinc atoms are dissolved in the solution. It means zinc undergo oxidation. Zn2 plus ion concentration is increased in this half cell. So what happened? You can see very clear what happened there. Anode oxidation happen. Zinc slowly become to Zn2 plus ion. It means what happened there? Times goes on. Zn2 plus ion concentration is increased. It means what happened when compared with initially, suppose Zn2 plus ions are there and SO4 2 minus ions are there. Whenever electrode starts dissolving, Zn2 plus ion concentration is increasing. It means electrons are produced. Because of this electron, it attains the negative charge. So it is called as a negative charged electrode. You can call as one is a anode. So when the electrons are moved from the anode to cathode by using of the external circuit. And you can see here copper is there, no? Cu2 plus ion the approaches the electrode. What when they whenever the approach electrode will undergo deposit. What when it's undergo deposit, positive charge will be left on the electrode. Because of this positive charge, you know very well, positive charge will be attract the electrons. So the electrons move from the anode to cathode. So what happened in this case? What happened there? Copper is gaining of electron. They become to the copper solid. Copper solid. It's not O, C copper solid. So if we just take overall reaction, what happened here? The zinc losing electron, copper is gaining electron. This one. So what happened? Remember, is left hand side is anode oxidation, right hand side is cathode reduction. This is called complete cell. You can see very clearly. Important one thing is called salt bridge. What is salt bridge? Salt bridge is one device. Okay, one instrument. YouTube is there. No, it's containing of the one electrolyte. Electrolyte. What happened? What is the role of this electrolyte? Suppose it's mass here. Whenever Zn start dissolving the solution, Zn2 plus ion concentration is increased. With respect to sulfate atom, what when Zn2 plus ion concentration increases, what when the flow of electrons will be stops. I'll give one simple example is there, no? For suppose you are using one battery for a long time, sometimes your TV remote is not working. When you tap the remote backside, it starts working. Why? Because of this X amount of the Zn2 plus ion, so when there a resistance is generated. What about the Zn2 plus ion concentration can be decreased by using of the sulfate. So what about in this side, excess amount of the sulfate molecule starts moving from the this U2 to solution. So what I mean, it makes the electrical neutrality. At the same time, what happened here, the Cu2 plus ion undergo deposit on the electrode. When now the compared sulfate molecule, Cu2 plus ion concentration decreases. Copper contain positive charge, to maintain the positive charge, okay, na? Na plus ion, they will move from the salt bridge to electrolyte solution. So what about there? What I mean to say nothing here, salt bridge always prefer to maintain electrical neutrality. It always prefer to maintain the electrical neutrality. This is nothing but a two half cells. It is also called as a galvanic cell, voltaic cell only. But I mean, these devices can able to produce electricity. These devices, but they can able to produce the electricity. Anybody have any doubt in this one? Any doubt is there?
No, sir.
So let's see what happened here. Remember, is there no? This is my zinc rod is there when I place in zinc sulfur solution. This is my copper rod when I place in copper sulfur solution. What happened there? Times goes on. You can see the thickness of the zinc ion become to more less. It means what happened there? Slowly zincs are start dissolving. And you can see some other one what happened there, slowly copper is getting deposited. It means times goes on, Zn2 plus ion concentration is increasing, Cu2 plus ion concentration decreases. It means deposition is increased. So what if you say overall reaction, zinc losing electron, it is called oxidation. Copper is gaining electron, it is called reduction. If you see the overall reaction, zinc can able to lose 2 electrons only. Copper require 2 electrons only. These 2 electrons are taken by the copper. You can see the overall reaction. Zinc undergo oxidation, copper undergo reduction. It becomes Zn2 plus ion and solid. And you can see very clearly what happened here. The initially zinc is solid. It become to the aqueous solution. You can mention the one supply there. Zn2 plus and this line indicates phase difference. This line indicates the phase difference only. Solid liquid phase difference can be mentioned by this line only. And you can see very clearly what happened here. You can see very clearly whenever I place the zinc in the copper sulfate solution, that reaction takes place spontaneously. Spontaneous means without heating, without doing anything is there, no. that reaction will takes place. So it indicates what happened here. Here, remember now, these reactions are called as a spontaneous redox reactions. And see, you can see very clearly around the copper rod, some brown color precipitate coming now. Why brown color coming? Because of the copper molecules are depositing around the zinc rod. That reason we can able to see the brown color coating around the zinc rod. Brown color coating around the zinc rod. And you can see here the entire, you can see to draw this cell is always very difficult. So what I have given is there no, like that they have take two hands is there no, one is called anodic half cell, one is called cathodic half cell. The both are separated by the salt bridge. You see, anodic half cell, cathodic half cell, both separate salt bridge one. So what happens in the anodic half cell, what happened, remember now, zinc solid become to the aqueous solution. It means solid phase is there, solution phase is there. So both phases are separated by the one arrow. And you can see very clearly copper initially in the aqueous solution undergo deposit in the copper solid. So what happened here? Copper undergo deposition. Copper undergo deposition. Here also I can able to see very clearly what happened there. There is a phase difference. There is a phase difference. And what happened here? This is called salt bridge. It means what happened there? Here the two compartments separated by salt bridge. Always remember, anodic part will be there, salt bridge will be there, and cathodic part is there. Remember AC, anode, cathode, salt bridge. Okay, now this one is the mentioned. It's not a notation of a cell. It's not a notation of a cell. And you can see very clear what happened here mentioned very clearly. Electrons are moved from the anode to cathode through external circuit. Ionic neutrality can be maintained by the salt bridge. Salt bridge will maintain the ionic neutrality. Salt bridge here. Salt bridge will maintain the ionic neutrality. And you can see clearly this is nothing but a U-tube is there, nothing but a U-tube shape, not normal U-tube. This U-tube shape tube is there. No? Inside agar medium they will add, and along with some amount of the strong electrolyte. That electrolyte they will choose always. The electrolyte should not take part in the chemical reaction. That kind of electrolyte only we should be used. Okay. And you can see when these two cells are when I connected, I can able to see the some kind of reading. This is about a electrode potential. This is called as a electrode potential. Nothing but the entire cell, if you connected anodic part compartment, cathodic compartment, how much amount of volts of electricity can be able to produce? That because electrode potential. Electrode potential. You see, because of potential difference only, electrons are moved from the anodic compartment to cathodic compartment. How can you be able to calculate electrode potential? Nothing but electrode potential E of a cell is equal to, you can mention is nothing but E right minus E left. Right hand side, what is that here? Right hand side, copper is there. So what is that here? You can see copper is there. Copper electrode potential, how much is there? No, it is there in a textbook also. The copper electrode potential value they have given 0.34 volt plus 0. Not minus, plus 0.34. Zinc electrode potential how much given? Minus 0.76 volt. When you see the minus value means oxidation happen, losing of electron happen. Plus value means what happens? The reduction happen, gaining of electrons are happen. So what happens? You can see clear here that its value is equal to plus 0.34 volt minus of minus 0.76 volt. So what happened there? Here the 0.34 plus 0.76. Total how much volt is coming? Total is 1.1 volts of charge can able to produce by this device. This device, this much amount of electricity can able to produce. Okay, no? This is nothing but whenever you see, remember one small point, remember, whenever the electrode potential value is positive, then only the reaction is called spontaneous. Whenever the electrode potential value negative or electrode potential value 0, that reaction will not take place. That reaction will not be takes place only. Let's see example, but remember is there no three terminology will come, very, very important terminology. EMF, electromotive force. Okay, na? What is the electromotive force? You remember, suppose just consider here, in this, here's one cell is there. If potential difference not there, electrons cannot move. Why electrons are moving here from here to here? Because the potential difference is there. That is one they have given, electromotive force. But it is the potential difference across the terminal cell when there is no current transference. Suppose just consider, I'm just taking the one cell is there now here. When this is zinc rod, when I place a zinc sulfate solution, negative charge appear around the zinc rod, negative charge. How much amount of charge is there before the connecting the external circuit? That is called as a electromotive force. What is electropotential? The potential difference between the electrolyte and electrolyte. And you can see very clearly what happens when zinc atom, suppose just consider the when zinc atom slowly dissolves in the water, in the solution what happens there? Positive ion concentration increases. Nothing Zn2 plus ion concentration increases. Similar way, electrons are left on the electron. You know very well, according to physics what happens there? Whenever this is there is a two charges are there, now they will generate the one potential. This is because of this potential only. Okay, now we can able to see the flow of electrons from the one terminal to another terminal. Let's see what happened here. Remember is there here it is the potential difference developed between the two electrodes and electrolyte. That's charge separation between the solid electrode and solution. This is called as here electrode potential. Next one is called as a standard electrode potential. What is standard electrode potential? How much amount of charge generated if you take the 1 molar concentration of the electrolyte at 1 atmosphere pressure, okay, no, and 298 kelvin temperature. At this standard condition, if you measure the electrode potential, it is called as a standard electrode potential. It is called as a standard electrode potential. Okay, no, standard electrode potential. Let's see the one more thing you remember here. You can see very clearly what happened there. Electrode potential. Very, very important. You see I mentioned very clearly copper, I mentioned the electrode potential value is equal to plus 0.34 volt. It means what happens here then it has a positive potential. It means it always acting as a oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent undergo reduction. It means copper takes electron. If you see I mentioned electrode potential value, zinc is the minus 0.76 volt. It means what happened there? It have the negative electrode potential value. It means it undergo oxidation. It is acting as a reducing agent. Metals are acting as reducing agent only. They undergo oxidation. By combination of two half cell is complete cell. When oxidation half cell, reduction half cell, both you connected, no, it becomes a complete cell only. That is called complete cell. E cell is equal to what happened there? E cell is equal to E cathode minus E anode. E right minus E left. If you calculate total amount, how much is coming for galvanic cell, you get the 1.1 volts of the 1.1 volts only. And you can see very clearly is there. You can see very clearly here here. You see the electrode potential value for hydrogen they have taken as 0. Let this electrode potential. You can see the electrode potential remaining all elements are there. No minus is there. When you see the minus in the but these elements prefer oxidation. These elements are prefer reduction. You can see the electrode potential value of the fluorine 2.87. It means fluorine always gains electron. Fluorine is never loses electron. Here what happened there? Lithium under oxidation, but lithium loses electron. Lithium loses electron. This happens. Okay. Next one see the one more thing. Remember now, if I observe how much amount of charge around, suppose you can see very clearly. You may ask questions, sir, how you found that this value is negative, this value is positive, hydrogen electrode potential value 0. Why you take no? By using of the standard hydrogen electrode. This is also called SH. What happens? Standard hydrogen electrode is there. No, they will take the one cell. In the cell, they will take the 1 molar hydrochloric acid, and they have taken one platinum electrode, and they pass the hydrogen at 1 atmosphere pressure. In this case, what happens there here? In this case, both oxidation reduction takes place. It means hydrogen only under oxidation, it become to the 2H plus and 2 electron. At the same case, hydrogen molecules are gain electron. Hydrogen molecules are gain electron. Hydrogen ions are gains electron. They become to the hydrogen molecule. It means same element undergo oxidation, same element undergo reduction. So what happened there? At this condition, the charge around this electrode is now they have taken as 0. That reason why you can see the hydrogen electrode potential value is equal to 0. When you connect with this, suppose this when I connect with the zinc cell to the hydrogen, suppose you consider I'm just taking the zinc cell is there. I connect with the hydrogen. It is 0. Zinc they got the minus 0.760. This side they have connected with the copper and they checked what happened. When they connect with copper, how much they got idea? Plus 3.4 volt. So what I got idea is this side you can see left hand side is always oxidation anode. Right hand side always reduction cathode. What happens? You can use the reference electrode. Reference electrode is but a hydrogen electrode we can take as a reference electrode to measure the how much amount of charge is generated around the electrode. How much amount of the charge is generated. This is called as a reference electrode. You see, in this case, what happened here? Remember, is that here you can see very clearly it is reference electrode consists of the platinum electrode will be there, and one more hydrochloric acid will be there. So what happened in this case? What happened here? The amount of charge, how much generated? 0.0 volts. So we can't find any kind of the volts on it. That reason why they had taken as a reference electrode. It represents how it represents but platinum is metal solid, around hydrogen undergo oxidation, it becomes the aqueous solution. Similar way, same hydrogen undergo reduction, it becomes the aqueous solution. Okay. Next you can see this one is about here the reference electrode of these ones. By using reference electrode, we can able to find the some other cell is spontaneous redox reaction happen or not on. Okay, na? And you see the one more question is there, no? Nernst equation. Anybody have idea what is the Nernst equation? Any idea is there? What is the Nernst equation? What is the importance of Nernst equation? Any idea? Anybody is there or sleeping everyone?
We are there, sir.
There. Okay. Nernst equation means what happened there up to what you studied the 1 molar concentration, 298 Kelvin temperature, 1 atmosphere pressure is there. No, it's very difficult to maintain the same kind of the thing. Simple example I will say. When I conduct exam in the school, your marks in a very well. When I conduct exam in the online, your marks in a very well. Difference, what is difference is there? In the school, standard conditions are there. In the home, non-standard conditions are. That reason why only they have given the Nernst equation. Nernst equation, why they are given is there? At different concentration, how much amounts of volts of charge can able to produce by the cell. To measure that content only, they have given the Nernst equation. They mention clearly non-standard condition. It is used to measure the electrode potential. Suppose they have taken the one reaction is there, no? Reaction you can see very clearly. Zinc solid, aqueous solution. This phase, salt bridge, this one is. Here copper under reduction, zinc under oxidation. Sorry. And you can see here, this is cell representation. What happened here? Copper is gaining of electron, zinc is losing of electrons. So what happened here? In this case, if I change the concentration of copper, suppose if I change the concentration of copper, suppose initially 0.1 molar I have taken, later it changes to 0.01 molar. Okay, na? How electrode potential value affected can be calculated by using of the one equation is called as Nernst equation. This is called as the E is equal E. What is E? Total electrode potential change. This is called as a standard electrode potential. You calculate, no, if you use a zinc and copper, how much you're getting? 1.1 volt. What N stands for? You see how many electrons are gaining or losing? 2 electrons. So N must be the 2. F, you know very well, what is F here? 96,500 coulomb charge. What R constant? Universal gas constant, 8.314 joules. What temperature? T temperature is about 298 kelvins. At this condition is there here. If you apply this all the value, this become to the 0.059. So what happened there? Log of the zinc concentration by the copper concentration. You may ask question, why you cannot mention zinc? No, you know, really, suppose it's a small point, you know. If I take the one beaker, if I add the insoluble solid, like a potash atom I added, if I drink the water, I can't able to see any kind of change taste. But if you add sugar, I can able to see the change in the taste. Similar way, pure solid, pure liquid doesn't influence the electrode potential value. That reason why they have taken as neglect. So product concentration by the reactant concentration. By using of Nernst equation, you can able to find the how concentration can influence the change in the electrode potential. How concentration can change the electrode potential. This one also you can mention that E cell is equal to E naught minus 0.059 by 1 N log of concentration 1. How much they have taken this one A value? A moles of A react with B moles of the B gives C moles of the C and gives D moles of the D. So they had taken an equation on it. And you can see this is looking like a chemical equilibrium equation, chemical equilibrium. So can I mention Kc value? Kc value. Constant, chemical equilibrium constant they have mentioned here. Chemical equilibrium constant. And also you can see the last point is there. No, I think so. 225 only last time. Okay, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, 225.
Okay. So last point is there, no? So what happens? Suppose just imagine here I'll take once more. If you are using mobile for a long time, it becomes very hard. Why mobile is become very hard? Because of this some work is doing by the cell that makes nothing but a change in the Gibbs energy. Delta G is equal to minus N of E naught. N stands for number of electrons are exchanged. F stands for Faraday constant. E stands for electrode potential value. And one more equation is the chemical equilibrium equation is the delta Eg is equal to minus 2.303 R universal gas constant, temperature, log Kelvin. By using of this value, you can able to find the electrode potential value. Last point is when any chemical reaction delta G value positive, that reaction will not happen. Delta G value is negative, that reaction happens spontaneously. Delta G value 0 means equilibrium reaction. At equilibrium reaction. Okay, no? At equilibrium reaction, what happens here? The E cell value also 0. Delta G is equal to 0, E cell also becomes 0. Equally. Okay, I think the time is up. Enough. Clear the session. Thank you, students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.